Draw.
Draw a picture.
Of what? A snowman? No? Two drew a picture yesterday. Now, what were we doing before? Yes, the boys ran, didn't they? They ran. They ran a race. So past tense of run is ran. Ran. He ran across the room. One more. Built. Very good. You knew built? Built. Now build just changes a little bit. It becomes built. Yes. Instead of the D sound, we have a T at the end. Built. Thank you. I could hear you spelling for me. Thank you. Built. Now, last week the snow was soft and wet. So last week I built a snowman in my yard. Did any of you?
No.
Have you ever built a snowman? Not even at school? Yes? Have you built a snowman, Nate? Yep. What did you put in the snowman?
Carrot.
A carrot for its nose. Good.
Stick.
And what were the sticks?
For his hand.
For his arms? He had sticks? That sounds like you built a really good snowman. Good. So these are just some more past tense verbs that we're going to practice. Okay?
The class is going to do a worksheet now. We will do it with them. If you have a copy of this worksheet, you may do it now by following along with us. If you don't have a copy, just follow on the screen and take a pencil and paper to write down your answers. I will show you at the top of the screen a list of several different verbs, irregular verbs in the past tense form. At the bottom of the screen we will put a sentence. We will read that to you. There will be a verb in the present and then a space. You must choose the correct verb from the top to go in the space. Just write down the number and then the word, the verb. You don't have to write down the whole sentence. I will not give you the answer right away, but we will wait and join the class as they review it to see what the correct answers are. All right? Are you ready? Let's begin. The verbs are ran, broke, lost, bought, wore, built, won, sat, and drew. Choose the correct verb. The egg, blank, when it landed on the floor. Have you ever, blank, a snowman? My mother, blank, her keys. Mike, blank, as fast as he could in the race. The children, blank, at their desks. The girl, blank, a gift for her mother. It was very cold, so she, blank, her scarf and her hat.
Let's talk about the answers you put on your worksheet. Okay? Number 1. The egg broke when it landed on the floor. The egg broke. If you look up here, broke, right? The egg broke. And if you're not sure, read the whole sentence to look for clues. When we drop an egg, it will usually break, right? How about number 2? Have you ever built a snowman?
Draw a snowman.
Oh, have you ever draw? Well, actually, the answer for that one is built. built a snowman. Number 3, my mother lost her keys. Lost her keys. Did you get it correct? Number 4, what did Mike do to win the race? Ran. Can you read the whole sentence for me? Go ahead, Nate.
Mike ran as fast as he could in the race.
Mike ran as fast as he could in the race. Number 5. What did you say for number 5, Sar?
BILT.
Oh, the children built. Were you thinking the children built?
No set.
Oh, you're talking about number 6. Okay, we're still doing number 5. Number 5, the children
Set.
sat at their desks. Yes, sat. Good. Now in number 6,
The
girl. Perfect. The girl bought a gift for her mother. Bought. And we have one more. Number 7, it was very cold, so she wore her scarf and her hat. Good job.
When we speak, people know where one sentence ends and the next sentence begins because they can hear the pause in between, like this. When someone asks a question, you know it's a question because you can hear what a question sounds like. People will say, "Would you like some tea?" And we know it's a question. When people are excited, we know it because we can hear what their voice sounds like, we can see the look in their face, and they say, "Look, the house is on fire!" We know they're excited. When we write English, we have marks that we use to indicate these things. Where a sentence ends, we put a period, a dot. Where there is a question, we put a question mark. And that tells us it's a question. When someone is excited, we put an exclamation mark. And that tells us to read that part as if they were excited. It's different doing it in written English or in spoken English. We're going to join the class now as they learn about the period, the question mark, and the exclamation mark, and when to use them in writing. I hope you enjoy this part.
And while we practice these verbs, we're also going to practice some punctuation in a sentence. And we talked a little bit about this before. Thank you. We talked a little bit about this before. Exclamation marks, and what else can be at the end of a sentence? A period. So we had exclamation marks, or a period, or a question mark. Good. A question mark. And each of these is for a certain kind of sentence, right? We have to finish our sentence with one of these things, either a period, a question mark, or an exclamation mark, right? So let's talk about some times that we would finish a sentence with an exclamation mark. When would I use an exclamation mark at the end of a sentence? I would use it at the end of a sentence. What kind of sentence is it? Maybe a sentence that's really important or exciting. How would that be? A sentence, "Oh my goodness, it's raining outside." Would that be an exclamation mark?
No.
No?
Yes.
If I was surprised, I think it would be. Or, "Good morning, it's so good to see you, boys and girls." That would be an exclamation mark. That means it's so good. It's not a regular sentence, it's a happy sentence. It's so good to see you. What a beautiful day. I would put an exclamation mark beside. What a beautiful day. Now, when you are in school and you hear the fire bell and the teacher says, boys and girls, line up quickly, would that be an exclamation mark?
No.
I think it would be an exclamation. We have to hurry. This is important, right? You don't hurry? No? Well, when it's an emergency or when it's something that we think is exciting, we use an exclamation mark. We're going to practice those some more. Now, when do we use a question mark? This is the easy one.
For a question.
Of course, for a question. When the sentence is asking for an answer, right? How old are you, Lur? 16. Oh my, that's very good. Lur is 16. I asked him, how old are you? So, if I was going to write that out at the end of that sentence, how old are you? Question mark. How old are you two?
How is it going?
How is it going? That's a great question. We ask that when we see somebody. Hi, how's it going? How are you today? Good questions. Because you want to know how the person is doing, right? You're asking them for an answer. Oh, I'm doing really well, thank you. That's a good question. Okay? Now, let's put those down. I want to play a game. Do you guys want to play a game?
Yeah.
Maybe? Oh, that's a good answer, Sar. Okay. Should we have the girls against the boys?
The students are going to play a game in their class now. The teacher has written some sentences up on big pieces of paper on the wall. At the end of each sentence, there is a little box. And the students are playing in two teams. Each person must run up and write the correct punctuation mark in the box at the end of that sentence. It's a race to see who can finish first and who can put the correct marks in the box. This is the way they're playing it in this class, and you can see the students enjoy it. Perhaps you might like to play this game in your class as well, but let's join the class, we'll watch them play the game, and then we will listen as they correct and see who put the right marks in the box.
Are you ready? Set, go! There is a lot of snow. There is a lot of snow. Is there any more pizza? Is there any more pizza? What a surprise to see you. Okay, very good. Wow, the girls finished very fast, but look how close they are standing to the poster. They're very close. The boys ran a farther distance. Come sit down, let's look at what we got. What time is it? We both said that's a question, right? Good, so I see question marks, sort of. Who did this question mark? Were you rushing? Yes, because you were in a race. He wanted to go fast, right? The question mark should have a little dot at the bottom, and it's kind of round with a dot. It looks good. There is a lot of snow. Who did this one? Exclamation point. Yes, there's a lot of snow. We're not asking a question there, but we're saying, wow, the snow is so deep, right? There is a lot of snow. Did you do this one too? That's a good exclamation mark. Yeah. He's got a straight line and a circle. Straight line and circle. Is there any more pizza? Question, right? It's a question. Now, this is not a question mark. I don't know what this is. What is it? What is it? Did you do this one?
Yeah, explanation.
an exclamation mark, but it's also upside down. Oh, is there any more pizza? Exclamation mark that's upside down. He made it like that. Whoops. Let's make it the right side up, and let's make it a question mark. Is there any more pizza? Question. With a little dot. Question mark with a dot. Okay? What a surprise to see you. It's so nice to see you. That is correct. There's an exclamation mark there. Good work. This exclamation mark is upside down, but I'm glad it's an exclamation mark. Let's make it the right way. With the line and the circle. So it should look like that, right? The circle goes at the bottom, underneath for both. Okay? Now, my homework is done. Exclamation. Sar says, my homework is done. Yay. Exclamation. In this one, the book is on the desk. This was a tough one, but I think exclamation is good. It could also be a period, but maybe if you were looking for the book and you went, oh, the book is on the desk. I'm so glad. Okay? It's not a question, is it? Hey? Hey? Well, it could be an exclamation mark if it had this, but it's not a question. We know it's not a question. Now, number 6. That's the fire alarm. What should we do? That's the fire alarm. Am I asking a question? That's the fire alarm too. It's not a question. And I'm probably getting very worried. Oh, that's the fire alarm. That means it's an exclamation. This is a big, important deal. So we're going to use an exclamation mark. An exclamation mark. Okay. If you were walking down the street and you saw fire coming out of a house, you would say, call the fire truck, call the ambulance, right? That would be exclamations. Yes. Yes.
Who won?
Who won?
Yeah.
Who won? Well, the girls were done first, but the boys had to go farther. I think it's a tie. I think it's a tie. We'll have to try again next time to see who can win the next game. Okay? Very good job. Except we're going to practice making our exclamation marks the right way. Okay? No more upside down exclamation marks. Okay? That's about everything for today. We learned about some more irregular verbs. Catch, caught, right? Win, won. Lose, lost. Buy, bought. And then we practiced our exclamation marks and our question marks. And I think we're going to practice those some more. Okay? Are you ready to go? Have a great day, you guys. You did a really good job.
You too.
Thanks.
Well, let's wrap up. What did we learn today? We reviewed some irregular verbs in the past tense that we already knew, but it's good to review them. And we